Hey guys, I'm back for another video. I'm glad to be back. Still in Thailand, though I'm leaving in a couple days, maybe like 3 to 4 days. I'm actually going to see elephants today, and I'm going to be able to touch them and I think feed them, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, not African elephants because I'm in Thailand, like the smaller kind. Um, but yeah, let's just get right into this video. Anyway, today we're going to be reviewing Season 2, Episode 7 of Gravity Falls, called Society of the Blind Eye. So yeah, let's just get right into this video. Sorry, just a second. Alright, let's just get right into this video. The episode begins with Lazy Susan finishing up... Hold on a second. Sorry, my computer's being really glitchy. I don't know what's happening. The episode begins with Lazy Susan finishing up for the night at her workplace, Greasy's Diner. While walking home, she comes across Jeff and the other gnomes as they steal pie off a windowsill. She's understandably shocked. Before she can use a payphone to report this strange phenomenon she's just witnessed, a robed man appears from nowhere and drags her away screaming into the night, while the gnomes proceed to steal her pie. Where was I? Sorry, just a second. Back at the Mystery Shack, Dipper once again trying to discern the identity of the author of Journal 3, but Mabel is more focused on a message she just received from her former crush and pen pal, Mormando. However, she is devastated to learn that he is to be wed in an arranged marriage to the Queen of the Manatees in order to prevent an undersea civil war. Disheartened, she reflects, and I don't think he wants to marry the Queen of the Manatees either. I don't know. I think that's right. I don't know. I don't exactly remember. Disheartened, she reflects on how all of her summer crushes, Norman, Gideon, Gleeful several times, and Gabe Benson have ended in failure. Zipper emphasizes with her in the fact that he's failed to find any solid clues. Uh, um, but the two then notice the smashed laptop. Laptop bears the insignia. I don't know what that means. McGucket Labs. It seems unlikely, but after connecting several clues gathered over the summer, the duo conclude Old Man McGucket is the most likely writer of the journals. Meanwhile, Wendy finds herself plagued by the latest summer chart topper, Straight Blanchin, despite Sue's insistence that it's a good song. Dipper and Mabel collect the two, and they rush over to McGucket's junkyard to confront him with the evidence. He is confused by their assertions and argues that he's never done anything worthwhile in his life. He claims amnesia to everything before the year 1982, but as Dipper flips through the pages in the journal, he is triggered by the page on the Society of the Blind Eye. McGucket remembers the blind eye and panics. He talks about robes, men, his mind. They did something, but McGucket doesn't remember it. Dipper thinks that McGucket's discovered something he wasn't supposed to know, and someone or something erased his memory. Based on a newspaper clipping, the five of them head to Gravity Falls Museum of History, the earliest thing McGucket can remember, for some answers. They uncover a secret entrance in the eye exhibit through a fireplace to the Blind Eye Society's hideaway, and arrive just in time to see Lazy Susan having her mind erased of her memories of the gnomes by the society. The ray gun used for the process stores the removed memory in a glass tube, which is then sent to the Hall of the Forgotten via a pneumatic tube. Once the meeting adjourns, Dipper, Seuss, and McGucket go in search of the memory cache in the hall, while Wendy and Mabel stay to make sure the society members don't return. When Dipper's group finds it, they realize that the society has been removing the whole town's memories every time something supernatural occurs. Back in the meeting hall, Mabel and Wendy discuss Mabel's romantic troubles. Wendy tells her to put her worries out of her head and forget about guys, which inspires Mabel to remove the memories using the ray gun so she won't feel sad anymore. Mikake finds his memory tube in a place of honor in the hall, but when he removes it, an alarm is triggered. Mikake manages to hide from the society members who give chase, but the rest are caught. The members reveal their identities as some of the townspeople and the reason for their organization. Because of gravity falls higher than normal supernatural occurrences, the populace was tormented by existential questions and disturbing possibilities. The society took it upon themselves to help the citizens forget the otherworldly phenomena using the memory erasing device. Thus, the townspeople live in a state of blissful ignorance, albeit with some minor side effects. As an added benefit as a member of the society, they also use the gun to erase other unpleasant memories and troubles on themselves. The leader of the cult, Blind Ivan, then intends to use the gun on the children, but Mikake appears and rescues them. After a minor struggle between the groups, Ivan is arranged to wipe everyone's memories. Mikake jumps in front of Dipper and takes a full blast, but it has no effect on him, as his mind was damaged long ago. He headbutts Ivan, the gang gets Mikake's memory canister and the ray gun, and tie up the members. Dipper wipes the society members' minds of their organization, and everyone leaves believing that they spent the evening at the museum's Gold Miner Appreciation Night. Mabel gives Ivan a new identity as a happy banjo troubadour. I don't know what that means. The five watch Mikake's memories and learn that he was a genius scientist. After collaborating for a year with a visiting researcher, the author of the journals, on building a machine which is supposed to help all mankind. However, something went wrong and he quit, but then he became haunted with the memory of what he'd done. So Mikake invented the ray gun and wiped his own memories of the project. Sorry, I'm just answering a text. His own memories of the project. Further memories show that he created the Blind Eye Society and subsequently became addicted to the effects of the memory ray, continuing to wipe his memories for every disturbing incident, problem, and mistake he came across, rather than face his experiences, warping his mind a bit more each time. His overuse of the ray gun caused his mind to deteriorate until he'd become insane and unable to remember anything from the last 30 years. The last part of his memory shows him speaking at Bash and forming a triangle around his eye with his fingers. Mabel apologizes to Mikake having to face what he learned, but he states that he's happy to have regained the memories of his past, even if they were painful, so that he can continue on with his own future. When he asks whether Mabel really wants to erase her memories of her crushes, Mabel follows Mikake's example and posits that it's better to hold on to her experiences and learn from them than to deny them. On the car ride back home, Dipper questions whether Mikake can remember who the author he worked with is. Mikake postulates that the memories will return eventually, but for now they're too blurry. At the same time, Wendy notes that the adventure helped her forget about Straight Blanchin, but when Sue starts up his trunk, the song is playing on the radio, much to Wendy's irritation. Meanwhile, Grunkle Stan continues to work in secret on the enigmatic machine beneath the mystery shack, accidentally cutting his right hand on a flying pipe in the process. He bandages his hand while stating that he doesn't care how dangerous it is, that he's going to pull off his plans, and no one is going to get in his way. While this happens, a framed photo of Dipper and Mabel from across the lab window comes into focus. So yeah, that was Society of the Blind Net. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite episodes. I give it at least like a 4.5, maybe even a 4.9 out of 5, maybe even a 5 out of 5. I really liked this episode. It had humor. It was funny. It was really well made. It had a good story. Yeah, so this is probably one of my favorite episodes of season 2. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time for the next episode, season 8, called season 2, episode 8, called Blendin's Game. So I'm looking forward to that. We're almost halfway through this season, and then we can move on to I Know What You Did Last Summer, the movie, which is definitely a lot less work than covering 2 whole seasons of a show, 40 episodes. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.